Hey y'all, it's your girl Tashondarenaee. I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you a recipe for vegetable soup. This recipe is very good and it is very easy to make. So if you would like to see how I make my vegetable soup, please stay tuned. Before we jump into the recipe, I would like to say welcome if it is your first time coming to my channel. If you are already an existing subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to tune in. Now let's go ahead and jump into the video. So vegetable soup is really easy to make, and it's so easy to make because basically you're just putting in the pot whatever vegetables you like. So to start, I'm going to be using about a tablespoon of butter to saute my carrots and celery. I'm not really going to saute them, but I do want them to get just a little bit soft before I add everything else to the pot. And right now I have the pot on about a medium heat. Okay, so I'm adding about 1 cup of carrots and a half cup of celery to the pot. I do like carrots, but I'm not a big fan of carrots in soups. So you can use as much or as little of each vegetable as you would like. So I'm just going to be using about a cup of carrots. I'm going to let these cook for about 4 to 6 minutes, and then I'm going to add my potatoes and onions. And I did not saute my onions beforehand because they would be just too soft once you start adding your liquids into the soup. And right now I still have it set to a medium heat. Next, I'm going to add the chicken broth to the pot. And you don't have to use chicken broth. You can use vegetable broth. I intended to use vegetable broth, but I picked up chicken broth accidentally. So I'm going to use the chicken broth. And I'm going to also add the vegetable juice to the pot after this. The exact measurements will be down below in the description as well. But I'm using 32 ounces of chicken broth and a total of 6 cups of vegetable juice. Once you've added your broth and the vegetable juice, just give it a big stir, and then you can begin to season your soup. I'm going to start off with 2 bay leaves. Next, I'm going to sprinkle some thyme, garlic powder, black pepper, and salt. And again, the measurements that I use today will be down in the description, but it's really going to be up to your discretion. You're going to season it according to your taste. Once you have all your seasonings in the soup, go ahead and give it another big stir. You want to go ahead and bring it to a low boil and allow that to cook for approximately 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how small or large you cut your potatoes up. But you just want to cook it long enough to allow those potatoes to soften up. After about 20 minutes, you want to go ahead and begin to add your other veggies. So I'm going to add to the pot 1 pack of frozen green beans, some frozen peas, and frozen corn. I'm also going to add in my can of diced tomatoes. Once you have all your vegetables in the soup, you want to go ahead and stir it, then cover it with the lid. You want to let it simmer on about a low to medium heat for about 15 to 20 minutes. After that time, your soup really is done, but we still have one more step. Okay, so the soup has about 10 more minutes to cook. So at this point, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of barley to the soup. And I am using quick barley. It only takes about 10 minutes to cook. And barley is definitely not necessary in vegetable soup. I like to use it as a filler. It really helps to keep you full if you add that barley to the soup. Yeah, just make sure you stir that barley in really good, and go ahead and cover the soup again. Come back in about 10 minutes and your soup will be all done. And before you place the lid back on the pot, you can go ahead and move your bay leaves at this time. You want to be sure to remove those before you serve the soup. And now it's been 10 minutes, and as I begin to stir, you can see how thick the barley made that soup. That's why you want to be sure not to use too much. But yeah, that's my recipe for vegetable soup. I hope you will give this recipe a try, and I hope you will enjoy it. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.